toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Snags it quickly on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Alabama quickly back to the line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Finish.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And some room to work. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown, Alabama! Great job riding it back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the line, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quick handoff. There he goes. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Georgia. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Quick toss. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reading the option, it's Daniels. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
On to punt it away.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running behind that left side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying play action. Going for the big play. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Off and running. Touchdown Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wyoming handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Hands it off. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off to Jones. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John.
Making side adjustments here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got it looking for a first. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Looking for a crease. It's York. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They give it to him again. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. The running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
The give. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Coming out with it, it's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah.
Makes the grab deep. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
On the ground, it's York. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by just 2 over Oregon State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here we go. Oh, let's turn it up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and there explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Taylor. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Daniels. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Young. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting a hasty. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looking for a push on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Smashes through the tackle. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Golden Bears about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Really good. To pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hands it off on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere. And they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens.
There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Hoover. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Handoff to the single back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over. But it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the 1st period. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Rides to back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your guys.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time, so let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Handoff to the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Morris. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leads it with the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Using his legs, it's Barnes. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
Now, a 4th down.
The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Got it in the middle. It's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That pass is incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Smashes ahead. And another broken tackle. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Golden Bears. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Number 27, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Punts it out of the air.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Sweeney. He's loose. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to UCLA. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab over the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lost to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
High the chains now on second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. Can't get him to the ground. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And the Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the move. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on fourth down.
They'll go with a direct snap. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on third down. going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with the field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here. Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got... decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think the 2 earlier interceptions has rattled this quarterback a little bit. He's just not playing with a lot of confidence. He tried to complete that last throw off of his back leg. Of course, we know when you try to do that, your accuracy goes way down. This quarterback needs to get himself settled.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Power football with the run.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense that you thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back, they play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. That's caught. It's Payne. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the lone running back. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, TCU.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played with it.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.